Hi, it's Dan with EUJUICERS.COM, coming to you as always from our offices here in the heart of Europe. In this video, I'm going to show you what we consider our top 3 best value juicers. Now, what do I mean by the term value? You know, before I came to EUJUICER, I was a business studies instructor, taught the Cambridge curriculum, and one of the first concepts we talk about with my students is this concept of value. I would ask them, what do you guys think that means when you add value to a product, or what does value mean? And the most common answer would be, oh, it means a good price. Well, that's half right. Value is really the ratio of performance, what you get out of the product to what you're paying, the price. For example, last week, I just bought a new teapot. Our old teapot died, so I was in the shop. Normally I do a bunch of research, but I didn't. I just saw about 20 different ones, and I knew 2 things I'm looking for: good price, and then I had some product qualities I'm looking at. I wanted something stainless steel, something that would match our decor, the color, something with a high wattage so it's fast. Just kind of looked at a quick survey of things, found one I liked, cheapest one of all the stainless steel models, but it had the features I liked. Great, this sounds like a good value. It's giving me all the things I want for a pretty good price. Brought it home, used it. A couple of nights ago, my daughter said, hey look, there's water all over the counter. This teapot, which looked really good, has a little gasket on the inside holding this clear window so you can see how much water's inside. And that gasket was made pretty cheaply. Part of it had already come off and water was leaking everywhere. So in retrospect, that wasn't really a good value. So what you're trying to do is get the most for your money, really. Now, a good value could be something that's expensive. If you're looking at high-end expensive cars, you know, maybe you find one that's a little cheaper than the others that still do exactly what you want. Same thing with smartphones. On the other hand, something cheap might not be a good value, like my teapot. That was a great price, but turns out it wasn't really worth it. Now with juicers, what are we looking at? On the one side, looking at price. All of the juicers we sell at EUJUICER we consider to be good quality premium juicers. All of these in this list of 3 are Korean made from South Korea, because that's where the best factories are. We test a lot of juicers. We get juicers sent to us from China all the time, and I've tested a lot. None have ever met that standard of quality. Great prices, really good prices, but the performance just isn't there. The motors are bad, they jam a lot, they're hard to assemble, hard to clean, or they just break pretty quickly, they leak. So what we're looking for in a juicer are a few things on the performance side. First of all, the actual juicing performance. Does it make juice? That's the bottom line, of course. But what's the yield? What's the quality of the juice? How does it taste? Is there a lot of pulp in it? What about the construction of the machine? Is it built solidly? Is there a good warranty with it? Ease of use, how easy it is to juice itself, you know, to juice things, put things into the juicer, to clean it afterwards, to operate the machine. All of these factors are taken into consideration when we came up with this list. So I want to show you, first of all, number 3 on our list in our best value juicers. Coming at number 3 on our best value juicer list is the Omega MMV Mega Mouth Vertical Juicer. Now this one's been featured in a lot of videos, and I will link our review of this. I actually got a couple of reviews for this guy. And this is the most expensive juicer on our list of value juicers. So why is it on here if it's considered expensive? Well, mainly because wide value verticals are a favorite of ours around here. There's been 3 generations of them, all coming out of South Korea. This is the 2nd generation. There's a newer one that's more expensive, but I actually prefer the 2nd generation. That's one reason it comes in as a good value, in my opinion, is because it's much less expensive than the 3rd generation. What I like about it is, well, a lot of things. For one thing, it's super easy to use. It's probably our easiest juicer to use because of this big, wide feeding tube. The newest generation made a slightly wider tube, but it has a trap door system that I don't like so much. It's a little more fiddly, especially with things like leafy greens. This one's just big and simple. Has a big, powerful motor, constructed really well, great warranty, and it does come with some interesting accessories as well. First of all, you can see there's 3 cleaning brushes. one for the screen and detail, one to get into the little pulp ejector area, and then this kind of cool one here that fits over the screens and you just turn to clean things. In addition, it comes with 3 screens. Inside is the fine juicing screen, which you'll use for all your juicing. In addition, it has this guy, which is a smoothie screen, which basically turns it into a low-speed blender. You could put in things like milk or nut milks, add some berries and other fruits and things, and it will stir them all around at a low, approximately 60 RPM, so you don't get the oxidation that you get in a blender. And it just gives you a easy way to make a low-speed smoothie. It also comes with a homogenizing screen, and this is used simply to mix things together, crush things together, and nothing is extracted. It just compresses and mixes things together. Great for things like sorbets, sauces, and this is, as far as I know, these wide mouths are the only ones that can actually do hard items as well, things like nuts. So you can make peanut butter, cashew butter in a vertical, which is kind of rare or maybe unheard of before these came out. So again, most expensive one on our list, but it does a lot. It's cheaper than the 3rd gen models. Really strongly built, has a nice warranty. That's the Omega MMV, number 3 on our list. Coming in at number 2 on our best value list of juicers is the Sauna 707 horizontal juicer. Now, I might be a little biased because this is the juicer I own at home. Before I even came to work at EUJUICER, my wife and I purchased one of these, and it's been going strong. That's one of its solid points, is these guys are practically indestructible. They're made really well, built like a tank. They have a great warranty, the longest warranty we offer here at EUJUICER. That's one reason we like it. Another is just the performance. It does really well at juicing. It'll do just about anything you want to put in there, leafy greens, apples, carrots, even soft items. And that's because it comes with 2 juicing screens. That's not typical in most juicers. It has the standard fine juicing screen that's in there right now, but it also comes with this guy, a coarse juicing screen that has bigger holes, which means less back pressure. Things like pineapple and berries and most juicers will back up a lot. You got to go really slowly or follow them up with carrots to kind of force them through. With something like this coarse juicing screen, that makes it a lot easier. Another thing with Sauna, we like the premium look, the design. It's a very iconic design, and the accessories they include are generally pretty nice. In this case, you saw the coarse screen here. It also has a homogenizing screen, also called a blank screen, something my wife uses all the time. She has a herbal business, and she makes herbal products, which involves a lot of drying plants, leaves and roots in a dehydrator, and then running them through this homogenizing screen. It crushes them, turns them into a fine powder, which she then uses for things like teas and tinctures. And she's put in a lot of things she probably shouldn't, and yet over 5 years it's still holding up. So it's kind of a good test bed for us here. It also comes with these 4 nozzles. 3 of these are for pasta, and you attach these to the homogenizing screen, put in basically flour and egg and water mixed together, and you can make different shapes of pasta. Has this big round hole too, which is what I use for things like nut butter or sorbet, and has a cleaning brush. And what I really like about it are these premium accessories here. That is the pulp collection container. Never seen a stainless steel one. I think maybe Angel is starting to offer this as well, but this comes standard with the 707. And it also has this heavy duty glass juicing bowl, 1 liter plus a little extra. And all of these features, the fact that it's just a universal machine, has premium accessories, is built well, does everything you want, and it's about 80 euros less, depending on which country you're in, than that number 3 MMV. That all combines to make this our number 2 best value juicer. And coming in at number 1 on our best value juicer list is the Vidia SJ-002 horizontal slow juicer. You can almost think of this as kind of a baby brother to that Sauna 707. Performance is very similar. Like the Sauna, it comes out of South Korea. It's quality made, it's solid, it's very durable, and it has some interesting features in it that make it a little different. First of all, the price. It's about 100 euros less, and Why is it less? Well, mainly look at the accessories. Remember, the sauna had stainless steel and glass. This has your standard plastic juicing containers. The Vidia doesn't have that coarse screen. It just has the regular fine juicing screen, but it still has the homogenizing screen, so you can make nut butters, sorbets, salsas, all of that. It has the nozzle set for pastas, also the big one for sorbet. And it does have this feature. This is a pulp regulation control. What this does is it kind of makes the hole where the pulp comes out a little smaller, which increases the back pressure, which can give you a little bit more yield actually. In practice, this works mainly with harder produce like beets or carrots. And in our testing, you can get 5, maybe even on a good day, 10% more yield if you've got the max pressure on here. It just takes a little bit longer to juice. Besides that, the design's different. Design is subjective. I like the design of the 707. Like I said, it's a real iconic, kind of elegant shape. But I like the looks of this too. It looks like an industrial motor. It just looks kind of tough and well built. A kind of cool feature, little small thing, is the pusher has a little hook, so you can hang it there. Sometimes you're looking for a place to put your pusher in between feeding things. I also like this nice deep tray. You can fit a lot of things like spinach leaves without them falling all over everywhere. But otherwise, this is a great kind of high quality but entry level juicer. Like I said, I've recommended it to friends. I had one who just wrote me recently on Messenger. She had been looking for a juicer, was in a little bit of a sticker shock seeing some of the higher priced juicers, and when I showed her this, she thought it seemed reasonable. She tried it. She actually wrote me just recently and said, she actually sent me a picture of her juice and said they're really enjoying it. They like the juice that it makes. And again, it's a really good value for the price. And you'll get good performance, you get a decent amount of accessories. Warranty is a little shorter, but we found the construction is pretty solid. So that's our #1 top value juicer, the Vidia SJ-002. So that's our top 3 value juicers. #1, the Vidia SJ-002, a good starter juicer that will do everything you need, very versatile. Moving up about, like I said, about 100 euros, takes you to the sauna, which adds a coarse juicing screen, premium accessories, the glass and stainless steel, longer warranty, and cool design. And then finally, #3 is if you're looking at a vertical, you want something that's fast, that's easy to use. That's the Omega MMV. Again, big, powerful, durable machine. Thanks for watching the video. If you have any comments, please leave them below. If you've got some experience with juicers, tell us what you use, what you think's a good value juicer. There's definitely ones we don't know about, especially in the US, and we have a lot of viewers there in the US. So please leave those questions, or if you've got some ideas for videos you'd like to see, we'd like to hear that too. So thanks for watching. I'm Dan with EUJUICERS.COM, and I'll see you next time.